Edward Hotel. Do we have any stop requests? Nobody up top. Now the King Edward Hotel is coming up ahead of us on the left. It's the one with the black awnings there. This is the oldest hotel in the city. Thankfully it did survive those fires because it was made out of stone. But this was commissioned by George Woodrow and designed by E.J. Lennox, so the same man who did Casanova and Old Town Hall. Now, the King Edward here on our left, it has an interesting band in place. They have boy bands from there. Now, the reason for that is the Beatles. So the Beatles stayed there in 1964 in their very first ever North American tour. It was the height of Beatlemania. We've gone a little bit crazy for Elvis previously, but this was the sort of the second time we've ever really gone crazy for celebrity. And of course, this is for celebrities, not just one. So it's 4 times as crazy, basically. So about 3,000 odd women found out that the Beatles were in the hotel and they stormed the lobby. They did a lot of damage to the internal decor. They also had someone try to climb up to the drain pipe to clear off the stove on it. Somebody else was found climbing up the garbage chute. Somebody else was hiding in the laundry. They did about $500,000 worth of damage to the hotel. So as soon as the Beatles left, the hotel said this is ridiculous. We're never doing this again. And they banned boy bands. Now in recent years they thought maybe they'd overreacted and wore it with
biurowy
so they did actually allow
w
One
Kanadzie.
Direction to come and stay. Again, another British boy band, and again, as soon as they left, that band went back in place. Apparently the boy bands are very well behaved, they're very nice young men and girls at that particular hotel.
Tak, PMO.
So this area here that we're travelling through, this is our financial district. You'll notice you've got big serious buildings all over the place, most of them dedicated to banks. So on our left, the ABC, on our right, Nova Scotia. Ahead of us on our left, those big black buildings, those belong to TD Bank on Canada Trust. If you look down that side street, you'll see there's a stock section to it, that is our stock exchange. And ahead of us on the right, you have the BMO building. Now BMO is based in Montreal. This one has over 10,000 employees in the building. So they have double-decker elevators in there, which means you get into the elevator, you stay on the lower half or odd-numbered floors, or walk up the steps that are inside the elevator,
Na to nie
the
do.
top half of the even-numbered floors, and it opens up to 2 floors at once. So they've got so many employees that they need double-decker elevators. Now this area is where our film crews will try and make the city look like New York City. So we have a really, really big film industry here in Toronto, and this is the area they turned into New York for the most part. So we've actually played New York City more often than New York itself has. And that is basically because our film industry here is fueled by the American TV and film industry. So they get a set budget. If they come across the border here, the exchange rate will extend their budget so they can do a little bit more. On top of that, if they agree to use at least 50% Canadians in their film crews,
To jesteśmy my.
so it becomes much more affordable for them to make their TV shows and movies up here. On top of that,
Nie mogę zobaczyć, bo nawet nie widać nic.
New York's population is incredibly dense. So trying to shut down a corner of the city to do an exterior shot is very, very difficult. But here it's a lot easier, so they will do it here a lot more often. So we've got a huge, huge film. Now, in a little bit of, we're actually going to go sort of past.
To jest Adelaide.
I'll just double check which way we're going to go first. Depends on traffic. So we're going to go down Adelaide Street here.
No,
And when we go down Adelaide Street, we're going to go past the Bay Adelaide Centre. So if anyone's looking at suits, that is but it's filmed here in Toronto. So the Bay Adelaide Centre has the exterior shots for all of those business buildings. So we're going to see that when we get to the light show. But you see streetcar tracks. That is a dead giveaway that it's actually filmed here in Toronto. There's only 3 cities in North America that have streetcars. So there's New Orleans, San Francisco, and here in Toronto. Now New Orleans and San Francisco are very iconic to the landscape. So they really only ever play themselves in movies and TV shows. So if you see streetcar tracks and it's set in, as I say, New York or Chicago, it's actually filmed here. If you can't see the streetcar tracks, we have the streetcar wires as well. So as we get through the lights here on our left-hand side, this is the Total or we can mark to the left LES. Now I'm not entirely sure what the S stands for, but the ES is services. So that is always a thought through. You will find that through industrial